Hello, Gemini. I am here with your March 2021 tarot using the Royal Gilded Tarot. I do apologize for the delay in getting these out. I had a bit of a technology problem where I wasn't able to record anything, which led to delays in not only recording, but in getting a new device and in learning that said new device. So with that, I have done an extensive pre-shuffle and we'll get a few cards and see what comes out for the month of March. Let's see what messages we have for the month of March for Geminis. Now, cosmically speaking, we don't have a whole lot interesting going on in the month of March. Not a horrible thing, because that means we don't have any retrogrades to deal with. And as some of you may know, we have had a bit of a wild ride to start off 2021. We got hit with a couple of retrogrades. One retrograde that went direct. Then we had Mercury retrograde, which threw a lot of people for a loop, me included. And I am a Gemini myself, so I'm interested to see what comes out in the reading. Just to see what my month looks like as well. We do have the new moon in Pisces. I believe it is on March 13th. I will have to double check on that because it just depends on your time zone as to what the actual date is. All right, anything else? We've got 5 cards down. One of them is a major arcana. We do have a couple of cups cards. So we are feeling things very close to our chest. The bottom of the deck influence that we have is the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands talks about you've made a decision. So a decision's been made and you've sent that off into the universe. You're waiting to see what the message is that comes back. Now, if you look, you can see the man standing on the cliff. He sent the message out and that ship is in the background. It's coming in with the answer. So whatever it is that you've been looking for an answer to, it's coming this month. With that being Wands energy, that message or that response is going to come quite quickly. And we do have some Wands energy as well throughout this reading. But we're going to dive right in just because there are a number of cards. I do feel very strongly, Geminis, that even though it's not the first card that came out, it is the only major arcana card. So we are going to start with the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man is a period of waiting. The Hanging Man also talks about needing to maybe make yourself slightly uncomfortable in order to see things in a different perspective. Now, the Hanging Man is not in distress. He's just waiting. He's kind of suspended, and you feel like you've been basically suspended in limbo in this long-term waiting cycle to see what happens next. Just know that your loyalty and your commitment is paying off with the King of Pentacles energy. Now, the King of Pentacles, he's very loyal, he's committed, he's a very strong business sense. Earth energy. And unfortunately, Earth energy moves extremely slow. So seeing results in this really can be frustrating, particularly for us Geminis, because we are not known for our patience. Up next, we have the 5 of Cups. Grief, sorrow, sadness. We're feeling maybe some grief, sorrow, and sadness because we've been waiting forever. We feel like it's not happening and we're really getting down in the dumps about it. Up next, we have the Seven of Wands. This is fast-moving energy. Usually talks about taking a bit of a defensive stance in something, particularly in defense of yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be of yourself. It could be defense of your idea or defense of a decision you've made. Just know that we have a movement card. Now, this next card ties in very much with the Five of Cups, and that is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups talks about movement away. You're moving away from something that was very emotional for you, an emotional time. But these two cards together, there are silver linings to it. So with the Five of Cups, there are two cups here in the background that the figure is not really looking at or noticing. The figure's too busy focused on the three cups that have spilt, and that is what he is grieving. He's not looking at what's behind him, maybe coming in, that he's not seeing. And with the Eight of Cups, there is hope on the horizon. He's looking away from those spilled cups. Whatever this emotional situation is, you are preparing to leave behind you and walk away. As you can see, the figure, his back is to those cups. He's moving away from that and he's looking towards the horizon, what's on the future. There is a slight caution here is with the Four of Cups. We may have some things that are being offered to us that are behind us that once again, we are not seeing. We're only focused on what's in front of us, and even that we're not paying great attention to because we're too busy focused on the book, something that's not even related to the card. Our attention is elsewhere and we're not seeing our options for what they are. And it's important that we do because we have the Ace of Wands. This is an energy that really moves very, very quickly. This is a message. This is an opportunity. It's going to swoop in and be, here you go. Here's your answer. This is what you need, or this is the opportunity you've been asking for. It may not be coming in the form that you've been looking for, but it's coming, and you have to be open to all options. You may have to look at things from a different perspective. That's a tough pill to swallow. I do have to admit, it's hard to look for the silver lining when maybe you put down roots and you're looking to uproot, or you're changing jobs or changing relationship status for some of you. You may be feeling quite defensive about this, as well as you're really tied into that, no, this was my idea, this is what I want. It could cost you in the long run, though, if you start looking at only one option, because what you're looking for may be presented to you in a completely different package. So with that is your monthly reading for the month of March, Geminis, and I'll talk to you next month. Stay tuned as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because you never know when I'm going to pop up with a pick a card, pick a pile, new moon, which we do have a new moon coming up later this week. St. Patrick's Day, you never know. Whatever's coming up, I may surprise you. So you don't want to miss any special videos that I do. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when those are happening. And I'll talk to you soon.